I don't know if you have ever experienced this before, but when you make change in a church, sometimes people can get a little bitter. Hey, Pastor Brandon here with Everyday Pastor, and today I want to talk to you about being bitter or being better. But before I do that, if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead, click that red button below, subscribe, so you can stay up to date on all of the great video and content we are putting out here. If you don't know, this channel is all about small communities, pastoring in small churches in rural America. Our philosophy is that even small churches deserve the best pastors. Being a pastor doesn't mean that church is always glamorous and easygoing. Sometimes you face bitter people. We'll call them Bitter Betty. How about that? But what I've noticed is that in church, when change begins to happen, and change is inevitable, right? Change happens in every area of our life. But particularly in church, when change begins to happen, people have one of two responses. They either allow this change to make them bitter, right? They become hostile. They say, why does this have to change? We've never done it this way. I don't like this change. It makes me uncomfortable. They become bitter. They become negative. There's nothing positive going on at the church because of the change that is taking place. Or the other response is that they become better. They realize the value of the change. They see that there is something important that is taking place, and if change does not occur, things will die, things won't be the best they can be, and they want to become better. Recently, I've been looking at just words and how words in the English language are made and how they connect back and forth. And what's interesting about these two words, bitter and better, is that they are almost identical words except for one letter. There's only a one-letter difference between the word bitter and the word better. And it's the first vowel in each word. You see, bitter has the vowel I, right? B-I-T-T-E-R. And the word better has the vowel E, B-E-T-T-E-R. So I think when you look at the words bitter and better, you can physically look at the word and how it is constructed and written to determine the importance and the value that the word places. You see, when you're bitter, your focus is all about I. It's all about me. How is this change affecting me? How am I going to respond to this change that is occurring? How is it going to affect me and how I relate to the change at large? But when you decide to become better, the change is no longer about I. It's no longer about me. It is now about E. It's about everyone else. How is this change going to make us better as a church? How is this change? How is this career going to make my family better? How am I going to take care of them and provide for them in a better way than I have before? Being better, when you focus on change being better, you're focusing on everyone else and not yourself. So, who are you focusing on? Are you focusing on I, me, myself? Or are you focusing on everyone else? When change begins to happen in your church, and whenever you start to talk about change in your church, focus on everyone else. How is this change going to relate to other people in the community, in our society? How is it going to relate to our family members, our kids, our grandkids, our parents, our siblings? Don't focus on I. You'll become bitter. Instead, become better. So my question to you today is, when change begins to happen in your life, no matter what area, no matter what situation, in your church, in your personal life, in your family, in your career, are you looking at that change and allowing it to make you bitter? Or are you allowing it to make you better?